new cameras slowing down computers? We recently got the new camera system. It seems that an occasion logging into the cameras on our workstation is slowing down or freezing other functions on the computer like email and etc. It is problematic because we need the cameras up to watch students in our testing centers, but we also need to do other tasks. Do you have any tips that might help us alleviate this issue? So when it comes to viewing cameras, it's kind of similar to streaming online. Let's say that this video is being streamed live on YouTube. There is a certain amount of bandwidth that my internet can provide in order to support the bit rate that's being sent over the internet, right? But if it's your local network, it would kind of be the same thing. And that can quickly overwhelm the network bandwidth that is available at your place. So in this case, I think this is a college or a university. So the issue could be the network bandwidth, but there's also an issue with the camera server that's processing the server, the encoding, that's also sending it just like as if you were to stream. It's just like as if you were to stream data to YouTube or any other live streaming service. So what I would do, I would go to the camera server because that's most likely what's going on. I would say I would, let's see, I would check the settings on the camera server and make sure that the bit rate, I'm going to say data bit rate is not set to very high, I suppose. This could cause issues with the network speeds if too much data is being sent. The issue here is not just like the bit rate, but it's also the encoding of it. So sometimes if the server is not fast enough, it may not be able to handle multiple streams, multiple feeds of video, because this data, the data packets, if they're too large and they're hard to process, they won't be able to handle it. And let me just check here. Cameras, you mentioned multiple cameras, so there's definitely more than one camera, which could be problematic. Let me just show you something real quick here. I'm going to say YouTube for streaming. Here we go. So this is what you need, right? So check this. If the cameras that you're looking at are 1080p resolution, then these are the bit rates that you want before it comes to a point where it starts to pixelate, meaning lose quality where you can't even see what's going on. So make sure it's not higher than this. So you can try to aim for a middle, which is what, 4500 or something like that. So make sure that this is set to that, right? But if it's lower than that, then you can go to even less. And as long as you adjust this, it shouldn't cause any problems with the performance on the workstations, right? All of this should be separate from the workstation itself, because all that's happening is that you are viewing the cameras on the workstations, right? You're viewing, and yes, there is some processing done on your end as well, but you're not doing the encoding. You're not doing the heavy lifting when it comes to viewing. Just like on any computer, you can pull up multiple videos on YouTube and they'll be running fine, right? That's because you're just receiving data and you're viewing. You're not necessarily encoding and processing data at the same time and sending it over the internet, meaning uploading. You're not doing that. You're just viewing and downloading. So for those reasons, I would concentrate on the server itself that's handling this. So I'm just going to leave it at that. All right, let's look